Hey guys, I'm here again with another guide to Vanguard and another awesome video. No really, this is got some really great footage for this one. Looking at the human Vanguard again, but this time I'm doing a half blast build with Nova, okay? The build's more or less the same. I'm going to expect you to do biotic charge the same, go with radius, power, synergy and barrier. I am putting 3 points into shockwave for this one, but I'll explain why later. Nova, obviously it's going to be the same, it's force and damage except for half blast on the second evolution. This allows you to do Nova twice after a biotic charge because it only uses half of your shields rather than all of it, and but the Novas are then 40% weaker than the full blast one, so it doesn't half its power, so you're technically getting out more damage there. But what's most important with the half blast is it gives you more options. Whereas before, I had to charge in, I had to Nova, and then I needed to charge again then in hopes of surviving. Whereas with half blast, I got options. I can obviously do one Nova, and then I can either opt to stay in that situation and use my other Nova, or I can sort of get out of it. Also, because I'm doing charge Nova, obviously I don't need the recharge speed of biotic charge to be that fast, because Nova gives me invulnerability frames too, so I can actually afford to go the heavier gun with this build, but I'll get into that in a second. Obviously the final evolution, you want Pierce. I mean that's obviously just taking on everything with that. For alliance training, you want damaging capacity and power damage, not taking the weapons damage this time. That we're putting that in shockwave, and then fitness is all health and shields. Okay. 825 health and barrier. Weapons, I'm going to recommend the same weapons. I'm still going with the Carnifex. Would still recommend the Paladin if you got at a higher level, so you got that 190 recharge speed bonus. Okay, the Acolyte still works perfectly for it, as does the Talon. Yeah, they're just great. They're great Vanguard weapons. They really are. You know, because they're going to just help you set up explosions if you're going with your elemental ammo. They are, because they're going to just strip the shields real quick for you. But I like the Paladin. It gives me nice range when I need it, so I can step back and I can shoot when it's just not safe for me to get in there. You can still go with the SMGs as well, because we are going to be up in their face all the time, so Hurricane and the Collector SMG synergize really well with this character. But like I said, with the half blast build, you can go a little bit heavier, so you can go with the Wraith if you wanted to. You do some really nice weapon damage in between your Novas. Like I said, you've got more options with half blast, you really do. While we're here, I might as well mention you can use the Disciple. It weighs nothing, so that works, but also kind of does nothing too. I'm going to be honest, it's really lacking in power. Okay, for the equipment, same again, really, it really is. Any elemental ammo to help you do explosions is going to work. I'm going to use Disruptor again. For your armor bonus, I'm going to still recommend that you just go with a power amplifier, so you know your Nova's really hurt, and so does your biotic charge. Power efficiency, if you're going a bit heavier with your weaponry there. Like I said before, you don't need to worry about your shields. We're throwing them at the enemy, okay? And obviously your gear bonus, I'm still going to recommend something like the Adaptive War Amp or the Commando package, which I'm going to be using. Anything that either boosts your power damage or your power efficiency, okay? And then obviously your weapon bonus is going to be the Rail Amp that works for you. Right, there's no need to dawdle here, let's get straight into the gameplay. Alright, here we are. I rallied the boys for this game. I've got my buddies, not Whitey, Dominoes is with us, and I got Myth in again. I got them all playing characters that just set up explosions really well. Myth is playing the ex-Cerberus Adept, so he's got Singularity. That's going to just set up so many biotic explosions, as you might have seen with my Human Adept video. Whitey's the Paladin, who's got Snap Freeze, which is the ultimate cryo explosion power, it really is. And what was Dom doing again? I forget. I think he might have Reeve, if I remember correctly. Reeve's a fantastic biotic primer. As you can see here, I am cancelling Nova with either melees or dodge rolls, which you can do. Is if you can getting a melee or a dodge roll before the character hits the ground, you're not actually going to perform the attack, but you're still going to get the animation to trigger. You'll see why that's important later. There you go. See, now I've just got the boys just throwing Snap Freeze, Reeve and Singularity into the masses here, and we're just going to blow them up. The Novaguard is just a fantastic... it's like the ultimate team player. I detonate every power he or she has is a detonator. Biotic Charge, Nova and Shockwave. And obviously, because I got the half blast, I can do 2 Novas, so that's 2 detonations there. So look, we're just wrecking the collectors at the moment. For survivability, I do still recommend that you sort of charge in, do your Nova or Novas, and do a dodge roll then, just to minimise the amount of damage you're receiving. And because, like I was saying earlier, when you're doing the Biotic Charge or the Nova, you are invulnerable to damage during those frames of animation. So basically, the only time I can really take damage is when I'm rolling out the way. And that's obviously I'm obviously taking less damage doing that. So you know I've got that's all my survivability there. Just basically staying invulnerable for as often as I can. This is a real team play here, and we're communicating constantly. I'm telling everyone when people spot the enemy. They call them out and basically we set them up and we knock them down. Obviously I'm the Vanguard, I'm sort of front lining, so I'm basically telling these guys where I'm planning on going, where I think the enemy are, and they're just going to follow me along, and then they're literally just going to chuck their powers out there. Like, this is a guy, I can survive the explosion there because I was in my Nova. You know, that wipes out, that wipes out Krogan, that possessed abomination explosion, so yeah. Nova invulnerable when you're in that animation. The only thing that's going to knock you out of Nova is either a melee attack or something that staggers you. And that wasn't gonna, and that explosion didn't cut the cheese, unfortunately. Cut the cheese. that's not what I was going for. That's a fart. Cut the mustard. Right, this is why I was so happy that we got this objective. Actually, I'm going to get you to show you a really cool trick with the Novaguards now. So, whole point I've been making about the invulnerability frames and cancelling Nova, you're about to see now. I'm going to tell Whitey to drop the package, and watch, this is mine now. Boom. I'm just going to cancel Nova all the time, and there's a room full of collectors shooting at me, and they cannot hurt me. No, they literally need to come up and melee me, or they got the Scion's cannon could knock me loose. That's about it, because those shots will stagger. But I hope you can see that kill feed. That is just explosions, explosions, explosions. So I'm going straight for the next objective. I got Collector Captain there shooting at me, Collector Trooper shooting at me, another one comes down, he's shooting at me, he even tries to melee me. I haven't lost any of my barrier until I mess up my one cancel there. Then just step to the side, make sure I've got some barrier, and I'm off again. They're not going to touch me now. And it's that easy. The Novaguards are fantastic for carrying the objective. That is a really cool way to do it. Ooh, caught off guard by a trooper then with the explosion. Just going to wait for the Praetorian to not be on me here so I can get up and survive. And now you're going to see why I've got Shockwave. Obviously it's not safe for me to charge the Praetorian when he's on his feet there. Now he is. Lasers out, I'm going in. Boom. Like I said before, that is the only time the Praetorian is safe to you know, melee or get right up close with. Because if he's on his feet, he's going to just melee you and sync kill you so quick. So that's why I got Shockwave. It's to deal with sync killers, and obviously it allows me to keep detonating, even though I can't get in close. So this is what I mean, just ultimate team player. See, Scion's, when Scion's another sync killer, if he does his light melee, his next attack can sync kill you. So I just throw in my Shockwave when I see them do that, and that's then sorted. That's another biotic explosion or cryo explosion that's going to take them out. A lot of people think you can't Vanguard against the collectors, and yeah, you can. All those flies that would be an annoyance, obviously, they get me now and then, but we're taking them out with the explosions. They're just getting caught up. This is all in the time, so I'm just going to roll it away, take an ops pack. Obviously, Nova doesn't require a recharge. It just means I just need to have shields for it. So with an ops pack, I can still get my Novas out. This is quite funny. This Lash, look at it. He was still in his like crouch position, like he was hiding behind the wall when he lashed him, so he just looked like a frog riveting. The stairs as well. Stairs are your friend. They really are. The enemy can't really sync kill you on the stairs. You have to be on the same level as them. Well, the ground beneath you guys will have to be level for the enemy to sync kill you. So, you know, those enemies that have that power, if you're like slightly higher or lower than them on the stairs, they cannot get you. So you can sort of hold your own there on the stairs against those kind of enemies without having to worry so much. Yeah, Dom is the Justicar. There's the probable and everything. Yeah, so I was just able to just chuck Shockwave out there now. I'm shooting as well in this game. I actually am. I got my disruptor round, so you know, I got Myth and stuff who's using Smash to set up biotic explosions. Smash will also detonate at the same time, so he's going to detonate Tech Burst for me, and Dom's got Reeve, that'll detonate too. So it's all good stuff going out here. Even Snap Freeze detonates as well. It's an incredible power, it really is. So you know, we're just constantly bombing the collectors. Tried to charge the web, but the game wasn't having any of it. I'm gonna get this one. Not entirely sure, apart from, I know obviously the web slow you down. I think if the enemy walks in there, though, they get possessed. I think I've made that observation. It seems like they do. I might be wrong. But all I'm going to say is just take out the webs, you mean. They're just another hazard that you just want out of the way, really. They don't take much. See the biotic sphere as well. That's putting warp on the enemy and weakening them at the same time. So it's just we're really doing all right against the collectors. Although Praetorians will always they're quite a tricky boss. They're going to give us some pressure, but not enough. So we're going to get an Escort. This is another nice mission for us to get as well. Obviously I can sort of just remain completely invulnerable in the Escort if I chose to, but the problem is getting in our way is probably the worst thing the collectors can do right now. So, you know, feel free for them. They can feel free to walk into the route we're taking right now. We're just going to crack on. So I'm just going to head out first. He puts up the bubble, so then any enemy that's in the area, they're going to be weaker and they're going to be primed for a biotic explosion. Again, calling out now to my team that there is a Praetorian, 2 Praetorians coming up behind us, and they're going to help me start taking him out. Sari's got a fantastic dodge. Yeah. Don was able to slip out of that situation. Most other characters would have been gone with Praetorium. That's why I whipped out my rockets, because I thought I might have got Dom up in a bad situation there, so I was prepared to release Dom if he ever got grabbed, but Dom was able to just slide out. They got the best evasive move in the game, really, sorry. Dom is going to stay down here, and well, he's going to get close, so I'm going to clear the area. It's no good, unless like you're the last man standing and there's like nothing else to lose. You really don't want to be getting up or reviving your teammates when there's a sync kill enemy on top of them, because they're going to kill you the moment you stand up. There's no invulnerability. There's you know, you just get up. You can. It's quite annoying. You can literally you can be taken out before you're in control again. The enemy they don't stop for you. So you know, it's terrible to get up or get somebody up when there's just all those nastiness around them. You know, phantoms and banshees and stuff will actually quite commonly sit on top of your body, which is really irritating. Not entirely sure who killed the possessed abomination, but that wasn't smart. It really should be left up to me to take out the possessed abominations, because my charge will either knock them out the way or my Nova is going to just help me survive it, and I'm going to do it further away from the enemy. So we've got ourselves in a tricky spot now. I got the flies on me and everything. That really puts me in a bad position. But we're going to pull through. So minor setback. The boys were finishing off what was left in that top lab there, and I was just going to try and keep the scion off him, because he can just spam cluster grenades all the way down there. He can shoot grenades across the map. It's quite ridiculous. He was possessed, so I just made sure that he was paying attention to me while they cleared up, and then Don was able to come up and help me finish him off. Then. This is Hazard White, by the way. I haven't brought that up yet. Hazard Wipe is basically exactly the same hazard that you got with Dagger. It's just impeded vision with a blizzard as opposed to a sandstorm. And you only get it when you're outside as well, so you don't have none of that to worry about when you're indoors. It looks quite cool though. It does look quite cool. Rally with the team here. He's charged again. Oh, he's firing his beam again, so I'm going to charge. This is a really nice combination as well. I mean, you could just go full Biotic Death Squad, to be honest, but Snap Freeze is such a great debuff, as well as Cryo Explosion Primer, that it just all goes really well together. That means like our Biotic Explosions are doing more damage because the enemy are weaker, and then it's Dom's Biotic Sphere as well, which is it's just so the enemy are so weak at this point, and we're doing so much damage. And now the collectors are taking full combo damage as well. This is just a really bad situation for them. Yeah, don't fear. Just kill the Seeker Swarms. I mean, if you just try to avoid them, they're just going to buzz around and follow you around. They're going to catch you off guard eventually. Just charge in, take them out. then you're not less, because you know, if you're just killing off them and their source, the captains, you're really never going to encounter them that much and give you that much of an issue. Taking cover here because of those nasty homing missiles it is. Yeah, but I'm really prepared to take on everything that the game throws at me, as long as I got a good team behind me. This is my half-blast novaguard, really is my team novaguard. My full blast one is really about taking care of himself. He just does a lot of damage and he kills most enemies before they're able to give him any problems. Whereas this one is just, she's so efficient at detonating, it would be foolish not to roll with a team that can do set up a load of detonations for her. And you're going to see, you know, it's like, there's no reason to be greedy. This really is a team effort. It's not about the points, but at the end of the day, you're still going to see just how well I'm going to do just by accumulating assist points. Okay, it's like a lot of people. There's a lot of anti-scoreboard campaigns on the forums and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, the scoreboard really does kind of show you what you're putting into the game. It's like the waves don't finish until the enemy are dead. So you know, the player with that good score has really helped out the team. You know, it's like people like to play the medic with the Volus, and that's fine if you're happy to do that. But you'd be a better asset to the team if you were just killing stuff. You know, you're gonna get the job done a lot faster. And it's, and you know, it's like you can't say, oh, I was just assisting, because I'm sorry, you get enough assist points and you're still going to be up there on the scoreboard. Because the very few kills in this game are mine. I am literally just raking in the assist points, detonating all my team's powers. Dom's going to be a complete arse bandit here and leave me. He's going to take the ladder so I couldn't get up with his possessed Praetorian right there. Hey man, leave me there with the objective. Just to save his own ass. And just like that, another two objects just you know, painlessly taken home now. And now we're going to clean up. It was nice too that we got collectors for this game. Obviously to break down a few walls here where people don't believe you can Vanguard against them, and due to the fact that I'm just not getting the collectors that often anymore in when I go unknown enemy. I used to get them literally all the time. I've got like, can't remember how many times I've done the collector mastery. I've had it at least 4 times, I'm pretty sure. I used to get them every other game. I got sick of them. I got bored of the collectors. It really kind of ruined the enemy for me, because it wasn't even like, it was so consistent that everyone would just call it. It's like, oh, function's hosting, we're going to get collectors this first game, and then we'll play a game, it'll be a random enemy. He's going, oh, next game's going to be collectors, make sure you got a character to fight collect, and it would absolutely be another collector game. We just got them I got them very consistently. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The game wanted me to take them on. I do find that a lot with. I mean, I'm having to pick the maps and stuff now, just because the unknown selection or random select just isn't proving to be random at all. I get like the same 3 or 4 maps. It's Glacier and Dagger. They just keep giving me. I get that consistently, and I'm getting a lot of Geth these days, which is really irritating. I think I preferred it when I was getting the collectors all the time. Getting a lot of Geth now. So I'm sorry if the enemy we're getting isn't that randomised. Oh, there we go. Praetorians are evil actually for them, because like I said, their light melee to sync kill is so quick. It almost feels like they just come up and sync kill you like a Bwnci, but and they float through the air silently and fast. So you know, I'm gonna go out. There's my sacrifice, but the rest of the team are gonna make it home. I did my part. Yeah, but watch the Praetorians, because they just fly in silently behind you, land, melee, and sync kill you. It's all over then. It's like being hit by a Bwnci coming through the wall. But no, I really loved that game. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to put a little link in the description for the video actually, because one of our earlier games that I recorded, Dom's put up his point of view, so you can. He was playing the paladin on the earlier game, so you get to see him running around, snap freezing, and just you get to see this crazy bitch just going around novering all over the place. It's quite interesting to watch, and Dom records our voices and stuff, so you can actually hear sort of live voices there. But no, hope you enjoyed that video, because we enjoyed making that one. I'll catch you guys next time. Serrano.